What's up, babes? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Shar Styles Co-World. Today I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. Stay tuned. These are 20-inch water jerry curl clip-ins. I've been wearing them for the past week or so and I've been loving them. Absolutely loving them. I'm just going to show you how I install these curly extensions. It's so quick, it's so easy, and I'm also going to show you a little bit of how I colored the extensions because they came in natural black, and obviously my hair is a little bit of a dark brown, lightish brown. I don't really know. It's like a level 6 brown, whatever. So keep watching. Okay, y'all, so this was supposed to be a brand collab, but let's just say we did not see eye to eye. So now it's just me, some curly clip-ins, and no brand name because I snatched it out of my whole video. Okay, so before applying any color, I always start by detoxing my extensions. I'm using the K18 Detox Shampoo to remove any factory residue and buildup from processing and coloring, and trust me, there's a lot sometimes. This step also restores the true length and the curl pattern of the extensions, which can appear dry and shrunken straight out of the package. You'll see, like, look how long they look now versus what they look like before. So for lightening, I'm mixing 1 part Schwarzkopf Blonde Me 9+ Lightener with 2 parts Blonde Me 30 Volume Developer and a few pumps of K18 Detox Shampoo. Okay, adding the detox shampoo creates a bleach wash which is more gentle on the extensions, and it also helps achieve a more even lift and improves penetration due to the more liquid consistency. It also cleanses the hair while lightening, which is especially important for processed extensions. And also, if I'm being real, you tend to use a lot less bleach when it's more liquidy because it's not as thick, so you can spread it more fruitfully. You know what I mean? So I fully saturate each piece to ensure an even result, and then I brush through the extensions to evenly distribute it consistently. This is also a really good method if you don't want to lift the hair too much. My hair is a light, like medium brown, I would say, so I don't want to lift the extensions too light. I just want to lift it slightly to a nice brown. After developing, the extensions lifted to a beautiful brown, like I said, that provides a good base for toning and blending with my natural color, okay? So to tone, I mix Schwarzkopf Vibrance 646 and 846. This combination allows the extensions to match my natural hair color for a seamless, undetectable blend once installed. So coloring your extensions is going to be the most important step in making sure they blend. I don't even care if you cut them later on. I mean, I do care. Okay, I highly suggest that you do, but even if you don't, as long as the color matches, it'll still look a lot better than if it didn't. You know what I mean? So this full process ensures that the extensions are properly prepped, lightened, and toned, creating a super natural and cohesive final look. So these are the extensions, fully dry after I colored them. They match my hair almost perfectly. I do have blonde on the top of my hair, but that just stands out already because it was a color block that I did a while ago, but I might dye that, I'm not sure, I don't know. As you can see, after we bleached them, the curl pattern loosened up a lot, which is good. It matches my texture like okay, so first we need to get my curls in check. So to do that, I'm going to be using a little bit of the Rizzo's Curls Curl Custard to style my hair. This stuff does the trick all alone. Like, you really don't need a lot. So we got a little bit on our hands. I'm just going to like run that through my hair. I do kind of have some puffy roots, so when my hair dries, it dries with a lot of volume. The extensions do give you a lot of volume, but I do like to kind of lay down my roots a little bit more, so I'll show you how I do that. First, I'm just going to brush through this curl custard. So to deal with my puffy roots, what I like to do is I just like to apply a little bit of mousse directly onto my roots and brush that through. If you have like puffier roots or low porosity roots, this will help a lot. So for that, I'm using the Design Me Bounce Me Curl Mousse. This stuff is great. You can use this alone or you can use it with other products like I'm doing right now. I just literally take it, put it right on my roots like that, and then brush it through and just like define my curls with my Denman brush. So you just want to apply the mousse on the roots, brush it through, and define with your Denman. So I'm just going to do that to each section of my hair, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm done that. Also, just a little FYI, PSA, you do not have to start on freshly washed hair. It just so happens to be my wash day. That's why I'm restyling my curls. But you can start on 2-day-old hair, 3-day-old hair. It really don't matter. You can even braid down all of your hair and just leave out some hair at the top to cover the bundles, and that's good too. Okay, so this is what my curls are looking like. Styled, defined, cute, crisp, curling, I'm bouncy. I'm bouncy as fuck. Sorry. Now I'm going to show you how I apply the clip-in extensions. Applying the clip-in extensions literally take you like less than 10 minutes. It's so quick, it's so easy. These I've been wearing for about a week now, so they already have styling product in them. As you can see, they're pretty defined. They're a little bit frizzy because I was wearing them this weekend. So I'm going to show you how I kind of refresh these curls, okay? I really wash these, like I've only washed them once since I got them, and I've had them for about 2.5 weeks now, and I've been wearing them consistently. Yeah, this is how they've been holding up. I usually just spray it down with some water to refresh the curl a little bit. The two products that are in this right now are these two products, the Matrix A Curl Can Dream Manuka Honey Gel and the Design Me Bounce Me Curl Mousse. I find that these two products hold the curl really well. You need a product that's going to hold this curl really well, especially if you're in a humid area. This curl will poof. Okay, so this mousse and this gel together is a really good combo. To refresh, I like to use the gel because it's a little more slippery. So I'll just take my little bundle, I'll spray it down with a little bit of water just to kind of get any product in there that's already in there activated again. That's a little tip for you guys. Product does not leave your hair until you shampoo it out and wash it out. So if you just spray some water on your hair that already has product in it, you'll reactivate that product that's already in there. Okay, so that's kind of what I did here. So I'm just going to kind of, as you can see, like just by spraying it down with a little bit of water, it already helps. Like it's already kind of getting rid of that frizz. But just to refresh a little bit more, I'm just going to take like a couple pumps of gel and just kind of go through the curls a little bit with the gel, just to make them a little bit more crisp and defined, like how my curls are right now, because I just freshly defined them. And especially on the ends, they get a little bit frizzy, so add some extra gel there. And if you're starting from scratch, like just from freshly washed extensions, just add your two products in and brush it through with your Denman brush, just like how I did with my hair. The exact same process with your extensions. Okay, now that this bundle is kind of ready to go, I keep all of, okay, so since I already told you guys I've been wearing this for a couple weeks, so I already have trimmed and shaped these bundles to match the shape of my hair and how my hair falls and everything. When you get your extensions, you need to trim them. If you don't know how to trim your extensions, if you're not a hairstylist or whatever, put your clip-ins in, go to a hairstylist and just book a dry cut so the hairstylist can shape your curls for you and match it to your hair, because you don't want to have like short hair up here and then just long hair, you know what I mean? That is not cute. Okay, so make sure to trim your extensions to match the length of your hair so it kind of looks cohesive and not like steps. We don't want steps. And also, when you take out your extensions, make sure to keep them in the same order, because since you're cutting them, you don't want to be mixing up the orders, because if you add layers into your extensions, then you mix up the order of how you're putting it back in, all the layers are going to look messed up. Okay, so I always keep my extensions in the exact same order that I take them out in and that I put them in. So keep all of those tips in mind. Okay, this is super important. These extensions should last you about a year with good care, so just treat it like your natural hair. Just literally treat these extensions like your natural hair. Wash them once, well, honestly, you don't have to shampoo them as much as your natural hair. So I would say like shampoo them once every 2 weeks or week, depending on how much you wear them. Just make sure you're detangling them well. Don't sleep with them in. Don't do that. But let's get into putting the extensions in. So I'm taking my 3 clipped extensions here. There's 3 clips. You just want to unclip them all. Make sure they're all open so that you can put them in your hair. Okay. So I'm just going to take a section at the back, and it's okay if you mess up some of your defined curls. It's not the end of the world. And these sections do not have to be perfect whatsoever. So don't try and make it a straight line or anything like that. You're just going to waste your time. Just take a line and go with it, okay? I'm not even going to like pull it, you know what I mean? Like so. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this extension and I'm going to put it right there. Clip it in. Boom. Okay? Now we got 1 layer. 1 layer is good to go. So you're literally just going to repeat that to your whole head of hair. What I have is another set of 3. We're going to spray it down with our water, and then we're just going to start refreshing it with our gel again. We're just going to repeat that same process to all of the extensions. Okay, y'all, don't even come at me in the comments, because, you know, I said I'm not taking crisp parts because, you know, I want to show you how low maintenance this is. But watching this bag, these parts are absolutely diabolical. Diabolical. Girl, what are you doing? But I'm being real with y'all. This is actually how I apply these extensions. Like, I do not care about the parts. I just apply them in there real quick, real easy, because that's how it's supposed to be. Quick and easy, okay? Here. Don't have to worry about it falling out on you, exposing you, giving you PTSD. Bruh. No, your extensions are not gonna fall out, okay? As long as you install them correctly, you're good. This next row is gonna be 4 clips, and then I have 2 clips that are gonna go on the side. So these ones have 2 clips, and these are gonna go on the side, and this one's gonna go on the back as we get to kind of more the round of our head here. Okay, so I've just applied a couple more rows. So we're just moving up the head. I'm gonna show you how I applied the last 2 rows. So in the front is where you're gonna put the 2 clips. So I'll show you what I did. So these are all on an angle as I've already cut them, like I told you. So you just want to make sure you're putting on the right ones to the right side. And these 2 clip ones always go on the sides. Don't put the 2 clip ones in the back, okay? So these 2 clip ones just go on the side here. This is one of my last 2 bundles, so we're just gonna refresh that. This is kind of how my hair is looking right now. So obviously you can see it still needs a little bit more. Like I said, I'm taking these sections very messy. Like, this is not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I've just sectioned out my last section. So as you can see, it's kind of like a U shape. So you just want to make sure there's enough hair to cover this bundle. Clip them pieces in. So now you can just take down the rest of your hair, put your part back in. Okay, I'm just gonna look at it. So this is all the extensions applied in. As you can see, like when you apply them, if you're applying them like how I did, you're gonna want to spray down all of your hair with water just to help kind of make them blend just like this side. So let me do that. So these are what the extensions are looking like after I sprayed everything down, kind of blended it all together with some water, some H2O, you know, the classic little H2O. Anyways, so this is what it's looking like. It's gonna dry throughout the day and it's gonna get a little bit more voluminous. I'll show you the back. This is how they're looking. Very nice, very cute. And yeah, this is the front. So obviously we've added some inches. Lots of inches. I highly suggest trying these out, especially for summer. They're perfect, super low maintenance, super easy to install. I'll come back later and I'll show you what they look like when they're dry. Okay, so these are the extensions after a full day of drying. This is how they're looking. I just think they're so cute. Like, they just add the perfect amount of length, the perfect amount of volume to my hair. And I love how that I still have my blonde on top, so it kind of gives like a little je ne sais quoi, you know? All right, and I also just want to say thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. Insane, absolutely insane. I'm so excited to be still building this community with you guys, and anyone who joins, welcome, and I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this tutorial. Will you be trying these clip-ins? Do you think this is something that you want to add into your routine? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I got so much red, I ain't gotta speak. They know what it is, they like what they see. Unspoken